What's going on, guys? It's Eclipse back with another video. Today we're going to be going over the best settings for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, specifically for ranked play. We're going to want to head over to settings. You're going to go to, let's start with controller. So with your controller, I personally play on 1.6. This is supposedly like 6.6 or 7.7, something around there. I started playing at 7.7 on this game on the original settings. I tried 1.65 and then I went back down to 1.6. This feels perfect for me. Again, this is going to be preference, so don't copy this and say this is ass or something. Just do with what you want with that. And then we're going to scroll down. Next thing that's important is dead zones. So we're going to go down to dead zones, and I copy these off Dashy. So if you want to know who has good aim, this guy has good aim. You're going to want to put this down to 0. Some people say that's a glitch and that you want to put it to 1 because it messes with your dead zones. Put that to 1. Left stick max 99, right stick min 4, and right stick max 99. You want the left trigger and right trigger at 0. Obviously, if your controller is older, you're going to want to mess with these. They have the dead zone testing, so you can always press on, and then you can mess around with like what your stick drift is. That's preference once again. Next, scroll over to aiming. We're going to go to aiming advanced settings. You want this on instant. So I started the game off at gradual, and I instantly heard about this and switched it. So basically when you aim in, gradual will be slower. As it sounds, you're gradually aiming in. It's a progressive aiming in down sights rather than instant, which is what it says, instant. So next thing, obviously, dynamic is overpowered in most games and ranked now. You're going to make that dynamic. People try standard and linear. It's just different, but dynamic has the most sticky aim overall. Next thing, you obviously want target aim assist on. If you don't have that on, you're trolling. Movement, I'm not shotsy, but this is what I prefer. I got used to tack sprint, which is not a good thing, and I don't feel like smashing my left stick over and over, so I put that on tactical sprint assist. A lot of people play with it just on. Mantle assist, you want that off. If you're jump challenging someone and you get stuck on something, that's what's happening right there. Crouch assist off. Corner slicing, I have mine on. This is, again, preference. This makes you feel like you're in the game. I could turn this off right now if I wanted to, but I've been playing with it on and I've been doing fine. Tap to slide. I play tactical, so I have tap to slide on. I also have 2 paddles on the back. So I play with a scuff reflex, FPS. I have a backup too. I have the Instinct Pro, but I haven't used it yet. It's brand new. Anyways, moving on. We're going to go to combat. I mean, there's not much in here. This is a lot of Warzone settings that I don't really touch. Obviously, aim down sight is hold, ADS, all this stuff, all ADS. All this is kind of useless, but we're going to go down to graphics. I play on PC, so this is going to be specific to PC. If you play on PS5 or Xbox, this may not be the same. I don't really know. But for FPS, you want this on exclusive. So if you have this on borderless, you're going to drop frames. It will let you won't have to alt tab when you transition from, if you're streaming or if you want to watch something or play music. Obviously borderless is nice, but exclusive gives you higher FPS. This doesn't have options. This, set it to the highest, 1920 by 1080. Scrolling down. So if you're struggling with lag and stuff, you want to put this at least on. You could try on and boost. It depends what works best for you, but I put it on and boost because it just sounds better, honestly, but it's been working for me. I think on average like 7 ms for ping. I don't know if that's normal. I'm hardwired, so that's good. VSync off. I don't know why that's even in the game. Custom frame rate. This is specific to your monitor. I have a 240 hertz monitor, so I can put this at 240. But then the rest, you don't need these too high at all. It's just while you're loading into games and stuff, so you can keep those low. Um, Scrolling over to quality, you want this. I know these are a lot of settings for PC, but these make a difference at the end of the day. You're going to play and you're going to be like, why does this game feel so weird? So you're going to go to custom 100 off, and then fidelity casts once again for the lag and stuff. This is the best. You want this. I have it on ultra performance. I don't know if that's correct, but once again, if you're dealing with lag and you want this to be helpful, you're going to max out that. And if we're looking for max performance in ranked, all these things are at performance, 100, 100. But yeah, VRAM scale target, that's at 90. That also helps with your game performance. Variable rate shading off. You don't want that on. And then all the details and textures, I put that on low, very low, off, minimal, normal, all this stuff. You used to be able to turn on-demand texture streaming off, but you can't in this game, so I put it on minimal, put that all the way to low. And yeah, so all this stuff, I'm going to turn that on low. This is just maximizing frames at the end of the day. So I'm going to apply that, go over to view. So this is important right here, the field of view. So if you're playing ranked, I know that 120 frames sounds enticing, but at the end of the day, 120 is troll. It's known that your aim assist falls off after probably like 110. If you're playing above 110, you're trolling. I mean, yes, it's nice to see more of the map, but it's not necessary. I started last year at 90, and I've transitioned to 98. That's what Dashy plays on. Once again, I'm not Dashy, but if he's just off a world championship, I'm going to copy his settings, obviously. Has one of the straightest shots in Call of Duty history. Weapon field of view default. This is preference. A lot of people play on wide. I play on default. It just feels better for me. ADS affected. You can play on independent, but once again, preference. Go down. These are all weapon motion blur and world motion blur. Turn that shit off. Like right now, you're trolling if you have this on. You're not in the real world combat field. Turn that shit off. And yeah, go down to audio. This is where it gets a little interesting. Obviously, sound whoring in the later Call of Duties has been cheese, but if you want to rank up in ranked play, you're going to copy some of these settings. So I actually watched Attach's video. If you want to watch his video, I'll try to link that in the description. But master gameplay volume, obviously put that as, if you want to hurt your ears and hear everything, put that at 100. Gameplay, you don't need that. Dialogue, I think, at least myself, I think this is when the announcer announces like things in the hill and stuff. I just kept it at 50 just in case. But effects at 100, I don't even know if you need that, but cinematic music off or at 0. This is my default system device. I have my headphones plugged in. I have Bose headphones, so I just have a cord running. I don't know, just find your headset there. Windows default. Audio mix. This is where the settings come into play. So advanced headphone mode, I think, is like that new thing you had to pay $20 for. That I don't even know if it works, so just turn that off. Audio mix. A lot of people have been using bass boost, but I watched the video and I think Sucker Punch is a little bit better, at least from what I've played. I can hear people across the map. So I put on Sucker Punch, mono audio off, these 3 off, and then this is where it gets crazy. Configure frequency intensity. This is going to hurt your ears as soon as you click on like X or A if you're playing on Xbox on this left channel or right channel. The settings are the same for both left and right, but when you click on this, it's going to hurt my ears. I don't know if it'll hurt yours, but you can lower the volume if you need and just pause it and copy these settings. It's actually, it doesn't play unless I hovered over it. So pause it, copy these down, write them down, whatever you need to do. But basically 50, 50, 0, -10, -10, triple 25. This is cheese. I don't know how Attach figured this out or who told him this, but this is cheese. This is sound whoring to the max. You can hear things across the map. I'll be playing search with my boys and I'll be like, he's to your left, he's to your left. They're like, how did you hear that? So just copy these down, and yep, that hurts. So we're going to get off that immediately. Reduce tinnitus sound. Turn that off. I don't even know if that's necessary. This is a cool feature that I've played around with before. If you want a change in dope, you can change that to classic. Whatever you want. This is all the voice chat settings. You can copy them if you want, but I don't really miss them. Interface. This is also important. So minimap obviously is important in the game. So we're gonna go down telemetry. I have my telemetry shit on because I want to see my FPS if it's dropping or if I'm getting packet loss. And I don't know if I need a cooling thing in my PC, so I have my temp on in case it overheats. So that's what I have on for my telemetry. I also have the clock on in case my girl wants me off the game. All right, heading over to readability. Only thing I mess with here is color customization. This is preference. I think it's cool that you can just adjust all this from an aesthetic point of view, but you can change this. I have myself as pink, and I like the enemies sticking out more, so I made them yellow instead of red, because I know a lot of times the red name tag gets blended in with stuff, so I put that at yellow. Squad members colors, I don't think I mess with that. Filter 2, this will make your game look extremely better, and you want to put these on 100, both of them. It just makes the color pop. Everyone knows this from the competitive scene, but yeah, you want to change that to filter 2 if you want your game to look a little better. Gameplay HUD, this is where the mini-map comes into play. Don't put it on circle. Like, you can literally see the difference on your screen above me. You can see way more, and reading your mini-map is super important in ranked play. So mini-map rotation, keep that on, or else you're going to be confused. Radar off, compass type off. And yeah, you can mess with these. You can change your HUD interface. I know a lot of people have tried like scout or mission interface, and they turn some of these things off. I just have it on standard and just adjusted some things. My crosshair, so this is a new thing this year. A lot of the pros are playing on like a teal color. You can apply a custom color. I have mine on pink. It's just brighter. Some maps it might get a little distracting, but you can also make your crosshair, your dot in the middle of the screen, you can turn it on, which I have mine on. You can see the difference above me. There's a circle in the middle of your crosshairs or not. That's preference when you're sliding around. I like mine personally on. Just helps me with centering. But I made mine larger, not the largest one, but the middle one. It's just a little bigger than the small dot. Helps me center. And yeah, that is for the most part. Oh, one last thing, clouded settings, turn them off. If you changed all these settings and you don't turn this off, this might be the most important setting I've said. You're basically gonna reset every time you load into the game. So if you're wondering why your stuff is resetting every time you load into COD, this is why. Turn this off, and that'll save you a headache and another 20 minutes of watching videos on the best settings. So that is all of the most important settings in Black Ops 6. I'm gonna go play some ranked, but if you enjoyed that video, make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know if you need any other tips and tricks, or if you have any other video ideas, please let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, it's been real. See ya.